can. Thank you so much for the raid, Fawn. Hello, everyone. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Pretty Pink Pommy. And today, if you did not know, we are actually going to be having our fourth Pretty Pink Pokemon VGC, where competitors in the community are going to be battling me for an attempt to win the Pretty Pink Pokemon trophy. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a big production, so make sure that you stick around. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. Thank you so much for the raid, Fawn. I hope everybody, if you were in the stream for long, that you go get the rest you need. Feel no obligation to stick around, but if you do stick around, you're going to have a great show. We're going to get started real soon. Shout out to the hype train. Everybody donate to the hype train, girl. Y'all about to get a new emote. Get into it. I've already passed 400 followers, but thank you. Now we're bumping with 40 something. 406? Get into it.
You can't read the top.
But now I'm blooming like a flower. Welcome to my world, princess of power. Get into it. Ready to go through a transformation. Big love, big aura. Big heart, big adora. Big love, big aura. Get into it. Princess of Power. Get into it. Hello, everyone. So today, as I've previously already said, today is the PPP VGC, with the theme being Pokemon Princess Story. We are going to get started here right now. There are 7 contestants who made it to this event. They have all submitted their teams and they are all prepared to battle me, hopefully. I have also prepared my own team and I'm going to be presenting that really soon. There's not a lot that I really have to talk about right now. I will say thank you to Fawn if you're still here, and also to the Fawn community. Thank you so much. Hi, Girly Pops. Hi, Raiders. Thank you so much for pulling up. Thank you for all the gifted subs. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for all the gifts. I appreciate all of you. I want to give a special shout out to the icon of the day. We always have a daily icon. We also just got our emotes for that thing. Thank you for resubscribing, Damsel. Thank you for the hype train. Thank you for the gifted subs from Pickled. 5 gifted subs. Get into it. Thank you for all the new followers. Let's get into it though. Icon of the day. Who the hell? Y'all are going crazy in this chat today. Thank you for the new follow. Hi, Mr. Alpaca. Icon of the day, Majestic Milo Pig. Hi. Hi, Pickled. All right, so we got a lot to get into, so we're just gonna move right along.
What's that in my cup? That's that potion.
Rubbing honey's on my skin like it's lotion. Thank you. I actually just took a sip of my drink, so I'm going to give it a moment, but thank you so much for that. Let's get right into it. So the first thing that we're actually going to do is I'm going to present my team. So let's do that, I guess. Girl, I should have prepared a little bit more. I'm gonna play a little song or something, girl. Like, big love, big aura. Emotes in the chat if you're excited for the VGC today. Big love, big adora. Y'all hear that? God bless. Y'all cannot hear that. All right, but you can't hear me. So we're going to move on to not this screen, this screen. Actually, I'm not going to play music for my own intro. I'm just going to show you the team, but I do need to get that set up. Where is this window capture? That's not the right one. You need to see the window capture here and not a capture card. All right, let's get into it. The PPP VGC, a community-wide battle event on Thursday, July 3rd at 6 p.m. Eastern, which we're actually starting a little early, if you didn't notice, but everybody's here, so let's get into it. My team, I'm calling, at least for today, is the Pretty Pink Princess Force, and it is a story. So it starts out with the concept of the lonely automaton. Atop a cluster of rocks that resemble a hollow mantle of what used to be Earth, there sits a lonely automaton and her robot companion. They are at the end of their days. Angelique, the AI-powered being, in her last attempt to replicate what she knows to be humanity, or at least what she was programmed to believe it is, asks her muse to tell her a story she has not yet heard. The Muse. The Muse takes a few seconds to process their long memory for a piece of knowledge that might allow the cyborg some peace, and recalls a prophecy found eons ago. It was not of this world. Then, a story comes out of its speaker, possibly for the last time, at least within this context. The Soulful Prince. The story is of a mighty and noble prince, born well before the concept of machines, whose soul is placed into the very first automaton, which is not wholly unlike that of Angelique, who had human consciousness fed into the AI in a way that gives Angelique feelings and awareness that most robots of history could not compete with. The prince was dying, and the only solution for his continuance of his short life was to give a new lifeless body after he was ravaged by sickness and attempts to be cured. After the robotic construction, the prince eventually lost connection to a lot of problems of his time, and his robotic body began to compute the ideas of what the future of humanity would be like. Even if he was made of crystals and stones, he saw more than what any mystics of his time could see, and he knew where things would end up for the people, even eons after his scheduled death. The God of Time. This was a gift from the God of Time, the one whose avatar roamed the world, Adolphus knew, and who survived many eras of humanity before deciding to return to the realm of the divine. This entity arrived at the prince's doorstep and gave him the signal that he must find the final being in the timeline of humanity, and in their company, both him and them may be allowed peace as the timeless creatures they now are. The one without gravity. Adolphus called upon his companion, Atlas, the one without gravity, and asked the God of Time to lead them to this creature being described. A portal to another time opened for Adolphus and his partner, and they rode into the unknown with the hope to be known once again. The Living Wall. As the Muse finished their story, a portal opened in front of Angelique, and in rolled the soulful robot prince of a deeply ancient past. Knowing there was danger, the last knight of Earth, known as the Gate, stood up to protect the fading android, but Angelique moved past the living wall and met her own fate. Finally, after hundreds of years of silence, these unlikely friends knew one another. Even if they were all of different times, they were the same, and the Prince Adolphus and the Princess Angelique were no longer alone. So now, and that is the Pretty Pink Princess Force. This is the team that you are going to have to be competing against in order to win the trophy. With that being said, let's talk a little bit about the judging. So the judging, it works with different parts. There's actually, I believe, 4 categories that are being judged here. All the categories are rated with a scale of 1 to 5, except the poll placement, and then they are also averaged out for a final tally score. You are being judged from the aesthetic, and you are answering the question, how does the team look appearance-wise? This is not based on any special presentations, because in the past there were videos that were used and there were other things that were used. This is not based on your artistic merit necessarily when it comes to your creating your presentation for your team, or even your artistic merit when it comes to creating the explanation of that team. Thank you for the follow. It is determined by the color palettes and the designs of Pokemon working off of each other. This presentation, your presentation might benefit this number, but it is not the only quality being observed by any means. The next category is strategy. Is the battle strategy clear or successful to opponents and the audience? So I'm going to be gauging the responses of the audience as we are doing our battle, and that is part of the way that I'm going to be also coming to understand our your strategy as well. So if people are seeing things and I'm seeing things and we're having a good time and we're also being gagged or we're being, you know, impressed, that's going to be of a benefit to you. The theme. How does the team fit the theme? This measures how much the team exemplifies, meaning the theme at hand, meaning could I show this theme in question to somebody else who was also trying to make a team for as an example, and would they be able to understand what the theme was without me telling them or without a deep explanation? How to win. To be clear, the winner of the Pretty Pink Pokemon Trophy must defeat the opponent team prepared and score the highest marks in the judging. If no one defeats my team, the holder of the title will remain. The previous holder of the title was Sam. Even if nobody defeats me, there is still a secondary winner. The secondary winner, also known as the fan favorite, will be decided by the audience. There are more than 5 players for this event, meaning that there will be more than one fan favorite vote, and the score of the individuals in those polls will be taken and converted for judging purposes. I'm actually going to be doing 3 votes today. So the first vote is going to be for the first 4 contestants in the order. The second vote is going to be for the last 3 contestants in the order. And then the third vote is going to be for the winners of both of those polls to determine one individual fan favorite for both of those teams. And so now that's it. that's it for now. That's all I can say. And now we're going to be moving on to, because this is now the judging section. The judging section of the presentation is not neat and is not yet. At the end of all these battles, I'm actually going to be tallying. I'm going to take a little bit of time to tally up all of the scores. We're going to do our votes. We're going to have a great time, and then we will be I will be revealing the theme for the next Pretty Pink in-game fashion review. And then I will be announcing the winners. I am actually going to go out of my way this time to actually talk a little bit about why I'm giving everybody their points and how I'm actually distributing that based on my own interpretation of their teams and things like that. So it's going to take me a little bit of time, but we're going to get into it. So let's move on to this screen. Give me a moment. If you want it, boy, I got it. Ain't you ever seen a princess be a bad bitch? Get into it. Obsessed. Okay, so let me move this here. The first individual that I will be battling is actually going to be Milotic, Majestic Milotic. And I will be showing you their team and reading off their little thing in a moment. Let me just open my hotspot so I could turn on my Wi-Fi from my Twitch. And here's Milotic's team. It is called Queen Milotic's Royal Council. And the caption says, in the peaceful lake kingdom of Luminara, the graceful Milotic reigned as queen. Her beauty brought calm to the land, and Pokemon far and wide adored her kindness. Girl, what the hell's that noise? Why is it so loud? Adored her kindness. One day, the playful Lovedus began to vanish. Concerned, Queen Milotic called upon her royal council, wise Vaporeon, Knight Charizard, Knight Embor, Madame Toxicity, and the ever-skeptical Grumpig. Milotic and the council glided to the kelp forest, and the queen began to sing a gentle song. The kelp parted, revealing the missing love disc hiding from a baby Sharpedo who had wandered in, scared and alone. I didn't mean to frighten anyone, whimpered the baby. I just wanted to stay somewhere safe. Understanding filled Milotic's heart, and she returned to the palace, and her council declared, all who seek peace are welcome in our waters. With time, the Sharpedo found friends, and the love disc returned. Peace flowed through the lake once more, and so Queen Milotic ruled not just with beauty, but with compassion, the truest power of all. All right, so I'm going to send Milotic a quick little message about the code, and then we can get started on this battle. Are you ready? Milotic, are you ready? Me getting messages on my Discord. Can y'all hear that? I don't know. Good luck. Yes, you can, actually. There is no reason to be scared, Milotic. I'm just going to type in a random code for you that I'm also going to abide by. Okay. So... Hello? Okay, here it is. Okay, so it's going to be a single battle. Wait, or is it a double battle? I guess it's a double battle, huh? So I sent you the code, search for a double battle, and let me know when you are searching Milotic. Milotic has also provided some music for us, so we are going to be listening to that. Hopefully not with a million advertisements. How far are we into this? We literally just started. This is our first contestant right here. Oh, and we are connected. Well, here we go. I will start your music in a moment. So it's a double battle with normal rules. Everything should be set to 50, and then you need to pick 4 Pokemon to battle with. Okay, the music is ready. Could y'all hear that? All right. I have not tested this team at all. Wish me luck, y'all. If y'all are freaky and any of the moderators who are here would like to run some predictions on whether or not you think Milotic would win, which will not affect the contest at all, and y'all want to get some channel points up, you can do it. All right, I'm ready. Poison spikes. Oh no. Don't do it to me. So now I'm curious. Do y'all think that the protect is gonna protect it from both moves? It did. Okay, well, there's that. Let's try that again. Are the levels okay? Like, is the game too loud or anything? Not Drain Punch. That's nasty. Nasty and stinky. Cleared. Cleared, 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 and the crowd goes wild. I agree, Emerald. This is an interesting song choice. Okay. Well, yes! Get into it. Shout out to the moderators. Oh. And it's a defensive. Yeah. Well, not completely defensive, but somewhat defensive. Terra. What do you know, Vaporeon? What do you know? Also, it's not that defensive, TBH. Let's not get into it. Again with the substitutes. Meanwhile, this Vaporeon is on its last leg. Oh! Well, you got me there. R.I.P. Muse. A veil of water. Okay, well. Who else likes Arcaludon? I'm obsessed. More protection. Okay. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. The next person up is actually going to be Paradise. Oh shit. Hi, Pero. Oh, you chose the Embor. You're protecting the princess, I see. Let's see what happens. Angelique is a heavy hitter. Whether you knew that or not, it's the truth. Not more protect. Oh no. RIP to Charizard though. Damn. All right. Well, here we are. And there it is. Thank you so much for competing today, Milotech. What an interesting team concept, and what a great battle. GG. Wow. GG. That was so fun. So let's move on to the next person. Actually, we're gonna stay here so that I can switch between these things. The next person up on the list is Paradise. Paradise has the team called the Prince of Dawn. Oro, the Dunsparce. He is the sole heir to the throne of the Luxina. Is it Luxina? He is the heir to the throne of the Luxina kingdom. His eyesight was taken away at birth from a curse laid upon the king and queen for betraying the neighboring Duskin kingdom. Like all Luxinians, Prince Oro can glow as bright as the rising sun. His lack of eyesight has prevented him from controlling his power of illumination, so he is often found stunning those who look his way. Koa, the Komo'o. The leader of the Dawn Warriors, Koa has promised to keep Prince Oro safe from harm. His lineage has devoted their lives to protect the Luxinian royals with their intimidating roars and sharp scales. Umbra, the Weavile. This Dawn warrior was born from the Duskin kingdom and can control the shadows casted by the sun. She was banished for her love for the morning sun. Along with the other Dawn warriors, she is tasked to watch over Prince Oro. And lastly, we have Zorina, the Rabska. The orb that Zorina carries collects light from the morning sun for the Dawn Warriors to use throughout the night. The Dawn Warriors will need to reach the Duskin Kingdom in hopes to find a way to uplift the curse set upon Prince Oro. And that is the team from Paradise. Okay, Pero, so I'm going to be messaging you with the link code. We are going to be doing a double battle. And I'm also going to be opening this playlist that you have on Spotify. All right. Let me just work on these little sound levels really fast. I'll mute this one for this moment, and the music needs to be turned down drastically. It's giving Tequila Sunrise. You think so? All right, Peril. I sent you this. I sent you the code already. Did I not? I don't think I did. I am sending it now. And we will be searching for a double battle. And I am searching now. Don't forget to pick the outcome of the prediction. Okay, thank you. You're talking to me. I see it. Girl, I don't even know where the prediction is. I have to do that from my phone. So, oh, we're linked up. Bad bitches, link up. Link up. Give me a moment. I'm just producing this stream at the moment. Stream manager. Milotic did not win. Milotic, count your days. Complete prediction. Thank you to the mods. If you would like to do another prediction for the other contestants as we go along, I would enjoy that. Thank you so much. And I think that they might appreciate it too. That's a great way for y'all to build up your channel points for the next event. Because like tomorrow, we're going to be having the badge quest. All right. So we can move on to this page. And I can start playing this music real soon. We're going to be doing normal rules. Yes. No, I'm not lucky. I'm blessed. Yes. Participating team. Preparations complete. Everything is set. The poll asks, is it going to be me or Paradise? And the answers are yes and no. Let me turn this music on. Get into it. Wait, hold on. The music could be louder, thank you. It's a very quiet arrangement. Oh, Languorous Soul. I missed that first move. What was it? I wasn't paying attention. I'm trying to produce the show. You did save yourself with this. Oh, but not too much. A Shadow Claw on a Dolphus. Okay. That was the 24 karat gold Labubu special. Not flamethrower. No, oh my god, what is this? This music is killing me. Harold took out 2 baddies at once. Well, time to lock in, I guess. The first one was an anime theme. This one is something completely different. Okay, so first of all, oh no. Cut the cameras, dead ass. Was that me or was that you? Well, I'm still online. Are you still online? I can plug in my Ethernet cable to my Switch and try again. That's completely fine. I'm not going to hold this last battle against you. A lot was going on. Diva, are these teams built for VGC? Hello, nice. Whatever happened to hello? Whatever happened to my name is? Whatever happened to hello? This is my first time at an event like this. This is my first time at your stream. I may or may not even be following, but here, like, how is it going? What's going on here? Are these teams built for the VGC? These teams are built for this event. All right, Pero, let me know when you're ready, and I will All right, Fishbone. Well, I just received what you're saying is a little bit condescending, and so I was responding to the energy that I was receiving. Thank you for the follow, though. All right, let's reconnect, Pero. Nobody crashed out. Yes, the predictions should still be on. I mean, if y'all didn't start a prediction, you didn't start a prediction. Go for it. All right, well, I'm going to start with the same team just to keep it fair. It's okay, Fishbone. It's just, you know, it's the Wild West on this internet today, so you gotta stay on your toes. Or at least as a creator, I have to stay on my toes. So I was prepared for the condescension when it happened. Who is on right now? This is me and Paradise, who, by the way, is going to be debuting really soon. Girl, not the calculated attack. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Fishbone. Let's start over. Hello. Nice to meet you. Thank you for following. Thank you for being a part of the community. Welcome in. Dalgate is a gigantic monster. I believe that this is still anybody's battle. I've only taken out 2 Pokemon. Soundproof. I said, ooh, 1 Pokemon versus 1 Pokemon. Both reppin' area. Oh, actually, I have 2. My bad. My bad. Both reppin' area 0, though, nonetheless. Let's see some emotes in the chat for Paradise. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the light. I said, ooh. Hey, hey, hey. The next one up is going to be GG Fabulous. Remember that this is going to be a 4v4 doubles battle. Oh, that picture on your thing is so pretty. GG Pero. Thank you so much for competing. Please come again. I love your concepts every time. The next one up, I'm going to actually use the rest of this playlist as we continue, at least for this moment, not forever. The next person up is actually GG Fabulous, yes. And here is Gigi's team. This story is centered around Hatterene, the witch princess, a benevolent ruler of her queendom, together with Gardevoir, her Rife, and royal knight, with her best friend and lady-in-waiting Indeedee always by her side. One day, a tyrant imperialist king declares war on Hatterene's queendom, and so she sets out on a journey to gather allies in her battle to protect her queendom, and all the people within it. In her travels, did y'all finish the prediction? In her travels, she meets 3 ghosts, shunned from the tyrant king's realm, and befriends them. Now with the power of lesbianism and the dark magics she found along the way, she will put an end to the king's tyranny and save her people. And that's Gigi Fabulous's team. So now I'm going to send you, Gigi, the code, and I will also be finding this music that you're using. Gigi, I'm going to send this to you in a DM if I can. So you need to check your DMs on Discord. Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you know you got me hypnotized. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body. You know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to be pausing this music so that we can connect. I'm going to be searching now, GG. Link battle, double battle. It's a double battle with normal rules, and then after that, we are going to be picking 4 Pokemon off of our individual teams. And I'm going to be going to your music that you have shared with me, which is here. The long video, how long is this? 5 minutes? I got another DM. 1 sec, no problem. Girl, I had a snack of apples and strawberries before I started the stream, and it was a handful of strawberries and a really big apple. I'm still hungry. Help. I need to go get me a Pop-Tart or something. Pero, that music was hilarious. It was funny, but also it was really thematic. I hope that y'all enjoyed the music that he shared. It was a playlist. There's actually like, we only got to about 4 songs. There's actually more. Okay, GG, just let me know when you're searching. You can either let me know on Discord or you can let me know on Twitch, whatever works for you. I do think that disconnection sets you up, but that is just the name of the game, honestly. Damsel, give me some sweet tea too. A large cup, please. Full of ice. Full of ice. Maybe a slice of lemon if you got it. That's probably too much to ask, though. Imagine somebody being in your house and being like, "Do you have sweet tea? Yeah. Do you have lemon? What? You want me to go cut a lemon? Please." Thank you, Robbie. Am I online? I am online, yes. Oh, is Gigi already searching for me? I'm searching but not finding any. I'm so sorry. I got caught up. I got lost in the sauce. I am so sorry. I'm searching now, Gigi. I'm so sorry. I was having a good time. It's a little key over here. Comment, can you get me a semi-sweet taro boba? You know what? Actually, can you get me a full sweetness taro boba, please, with extra boba and a little bit of extra, and like 60% ice. You know what I mean? Like, okay, here's GG. And let me get this music ready. Okay, I picked the rules. Normal rules. Are these rules okay? Yes, they are. Picking the battle team. Current party. I want full sweetness and I want half ice. And I want regular boba. After GG, the next person up is Damsel. Let me find this music for you before I pick my team out. Okay. Mango tea with lychee boba, thank you. Get it to it, Ube. Oh, wait, your outfit's kind of tea. Hold on. I see it. The next opponent is Damsel, mind you. Mind you. Keep those predictions going, y'all, if you're not already. Actually, Yeah, yeah, that's what we're gonna do, yeah. Isabel's twisting dimensions. Is the music loud? Is it too loud? Do y'all think? Maybe I'll turn it down like a smidge. A smidge. I defeated the princess. Now I gotta deal with the wife. Hey, Robbie, you know, it's a competition. I can't pull any punches. I really can't. I catch myself doing that sometimes just because I want to see people's strategy because they are being judged on their strategy. But honestly, like, this ain't for the weak. It might be pretty pink around here, but it ain't pretty bitch. You know what I mean? Like, it is pretty bitch, but it's not pretty, like, you know what I mean? Like, ain't no bitches around here just because it's pink. Like... Terra into, what do we think it is? Fighting. Oh, she must know Aura Sphere. Oh, she must know Aura Sphere. Helping hand. Bitch, I'm scared. Wait. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Hold the phone. Bitch, it's Aura Sphere. We are not safe. Of course the bridge lives. The bridge has outlasted all of humanity. That was the T. Well, like I said, I can't pull any punches. We'll do this, and then I guess I'll do... This, I might as well. Okay. Oh! Gagged! Gagged! It was still anybody's game. Both of my Pokemon were weakened severely, so it was still anybody's game. Let's see who hits first. Let's see who hits first. Let's see who hits better, too. Okay, that was... GG, GG. GG to GG Fabulous. Wow. Look at the picture! Do y'all see that? Did y'all see that with Turo? Oh my god. I'm so sad. I misclicked turn 1. It's okay. Oh, I love this too. The Hisuian Zoroark. Wow. What a good battle. Okay, so next up we have... actually we have Damsel. So let me pull up her page. And let me cut the music. Cut the cameras. Dead ass. Damsel sent me a DM, I believe, of her music. If you want it, boy, I got it. Ain't you ever seen a princess be a bad bitch? Okay, so it's about 15 minutes of music. We're gonna hold off for it for now, just because I want it to be available for the actual moments. Okay, Damsel's team is, or at least Damsel's write-up is called "The Princess is a Frog." Deep in the jungle lies a kingdom with the cutest little princess you ever did see, Princess Toadette, the Polytoad. While the jungle can be a scary place, Princess Toadette can easily aid all of her subjects with her long-term bodyguard, Houdini the Herocross, by her side. BB the Toucan tries hard to keep the Princess Toadette on track as the royal advisor of the kingdom. However, Ruma the Ambipom tends to distract Princess Toadette with her silly antics. When Princess Toadette isn't tending to her royal duties, she tends to unwind with her best friend, Twirla the Comfy, a comforting soul for the princess. Yet quite dizzy, that Twirla. Princess Toadette is soon to be crowned the Queen of the Jungle on the night of her 16th birthday. Just 3 days away. But the kingdom's biggest criminal, Blitzo the Toxicroak, has snatched her coronation crown. Will Princess Toadette capture the criminal and take her rightful place as queen? Let's take a journey into the jungle and find out. Okay, Damsel, I'm going to be sending you the code for our link battle. And then all you have to do is let me know that you are searching. And you can let me know that in Discord, since I already have it open. Let me see some emotes in the chat if you enjoyed that battle again with me and GG. That was so fun. Damsel is the 4th of the original 4 battle, or at least the first 4 battles. So after this battle, we will be having a vote for which one is your favorite so far. And that vote, that poll is going to be tallied up, averaged out, and given to the other, and given to the contestants as their, as part of their judging. So keep that in mind. It's just going to be a normal battle, Damsel. It's a double battle, but it's a normal battle with normal rules. And I already have her music pulled up as well. And make sure to pick 4 Pokemon, damsel. 4. It's a 4v4 double battle. All right. Huh. Now I'm thinking, what should I use? I guess I'll go this route again. And this is Damsel's playlist. Let's get into it. Bitch, it's already raining. I'm sick. Politoad is so cute. Who's enjoying the music? Hold on. Get into it, Focus Sash. Today is today of Focus Sash and Focus Band. Get into it. I'm scared. Dry skin. Oh, I love that strat. I love it. One of my faves, TBH, TBH, TBQH. Okay. Oh, Gaggy. Not to self-sacrifice. Okay, the next person up after Damsel is going to be Sam. Sam, are you ready? I saw that you were saying that you were on your way home. If you're not home yet, I can summon the next person after you. Not the eject button. Okay, Sam, no rush. We're going to do our preliminary voting for favorite out of the first 4 before you're started, so you still have some time. Girl, I feel like I'm at the gym or something. And the beach is waiting for you. Of course CMB chimes in when I mention the gym. What's the name of this song? I have no clue, but I'll show you. just check the music widget. It should say right now whatever's playing. Right, like first of all, okay, get into it, Ruma. The heart on Comfy is really cute, isn't it? And the little bow. All right. Let's see some emotes in the chat for Damsel. Not the Toadette. I'm sick. Actually, that's kind of funny because it's... Okay, I get it. Yeah. GG. You think you're gonna be ready for your battle? Well, we're still gonna take our moment. Oh, look at this picture. That's so cute with the slack off. All right. Well, while we are having a great time, let's talk a little bit about the poll that I'm about to start. So, first of all these predictions are going great. Thank you so much to the moderators for that. I appreciate y'all. Let's do a little poll and talk about the favorites so far. So far, we have had 4 contestants go in front of us, and those contestants were... And those contestants were Milotic, Majestic Milotic, with the Queen Milotic's team. We have Actually, maybe I'll show them. I'll show them. It's fine. Give me a second. So the first person that we had show up was Majestic Milotic with Queen Milotic's Royal Council, mind you. After that, we had Paradise with the Prince of Dawn team. After that, we had Gigi Fabulous with Gigi's Pokemon Princess Story. And after that, the last one that we just had was Damsel with the Princess is a Frog. We are not going to be doing any additional votes for this poll because there was a lot of contention about it last time. But for, let's just say 3 minutes, I'll give you a 3 minutes for this poll. You can pick your favorite, and that will contribute to your aspect of the judging as my partial guest judge. Everybody can vote, even the people who are competing. Obviously, there's no way for me to even monitor that, and I don't want to. Vote. Starting now for 3 minutes. Who was your favorite? And thank you to everyone who's been contributing music. This is so fun. I have already received the next contestant's battle music. Next up will be Sam. Sam, are you ready to battle at all? You still have a few more moments though, but are you ready? I'm moving. 3 minutes for a one-time vote is crazy. Hey, I wanted to make sure everybody got their moment. Everybody gets their moment. I'm letting it roll. I'm also kind of creating some fluff time for Sam. And it's not like there's nothing going on. There's music playing. We're having a good time. Get into it. Hey. It's set in stone? Well, if it's set, then there we go. We'll let it have its last moment. This is Damsel's playlist, yes. And that's the poll. It looks like Damsel has won first place out of the first four. After Damsel, it is Gigi Fabulous. After Gigi, it will be a tie between Majestic Milotic and Paradise. So they are both going to be getting a 2 out of 4, which will be translating into a 2.5 out of 5 points going to their final score before it becomes tallied. Actually, right. So it's, yes. So it's 1 out of 4, meaning that Damsel is going to be receiving 5 out of 5 points for the tally. And that means that Gigi Fabulous, who is getting second place, meaning that they're getting 4 out of... So that means that they are second place out of 4, meaning that they are going to be receiving 3/4 of their final tally. Well, I got to do the math on that one. Right, because it's 3 out of 4. Which is 3.75 out of 5. The other two, is it 2.5? I don't know if it's 2.5. Let's check that again. It's 2 out of 4, meaning that yes, you both receive a 2.5 out of 5 for your final tally as far as the voting is concerned. Okay, Sam, are you here? I sent you the link code. Divide by the 5th. Girl, I was doing the mental math, and then I had to switch over to my calculator. I got it. I know the poll is still on screen. There's nothing to see here. All right, we're not hearing anything from Sam. Okay, Sam is now searching. Okay, I'm going to switch over to the other screen. So that way we can read your team information about your team. And then I will be searching as well. All right, so here is Sam's team. Every fairy tale starts with a blank page, and with the white threads of cosmic fantasy, I'm gonna cut the music actually right now. It's kind of distracting as I'm trying to read. Every fairy tale starts with a blank page, and with the white threads of cosmic fantasy, one weaves a story. Princess Sherazade, that's how I'm receiving that. Sherazade is one who holds the keys to weave those threads. Shariar, the Grimsnarl, was a tyrannical sultan who, after being cheated on twice, decided to marry a virgin each day and kill her by tomorrow. Tired of it, Sherazade decided to marry the sultan herself with the help of her sister Dinazarde, the frost moth. She could wake up before her husband came to take her life. Each night she told him a story. Every time he would yearn for more. She would tell stories of the mice, Mousehold, and the weasel, or the fairy Banu, Alchemy. She would tell the story, the disguised ogre, Mimikyu, who takes upon a trial to win the hand of a young woman. After 1 in 1,000 night, her sultan would fall in love with her, recognizing her virtue, taming the monster's soul. Girl, what? This art is crazy. The story is interesting. Let's get into it. Me and Sam are paired up already, and all I have to do now is switch over. So it's a standard double battle. We're picking 4 Pokemon. Sam already has 4 Pokemon chosen, clearly. And now it's my job to do the same. Sam does not have 4 Pokemon. Sam has 6. Okay, so... Let's try this time. What's going on here? Oh, I need to play Sam's music. Let's see some emotes in the chat for Sam. Snatch my wig. Hey, so far, nobody has actually beat me, and that means that Sam is going to hold the crown. If nobody else beats me in this event, Sam will still hold the crown. So Sam has a lot to lose, but also a lot to gain. Will Sam be the first time double winner of the VGC? Girl, what the hell was that? What move was that? Population bomb can hit 20 times? Oh my god. The way the mouse hold is protecting its family is crazy. Also, what a pretty color of alchemy. I prefer the regular alchemies because you can do so many other things with them besides just having a black one as a shiny. A lot of Pokemon have signature moves more than you think, though. Hi, Kizzy. Welcome in.
What's that in my cup? That's that potion. Rubbing honey's on my skin like it's potion.
Thank you for the hydrate. I just took a sip, so I'm going to hold off on it, but thank you. You want to hear my ice? I don't know if you can hear this. Me dropping my mic. I agree. I wish Shiny Alchemy also had different colors. All right, let me lock in. Sam withdrew Perry Banu. And sent out Shariah. Not the gag. Well. Did y'all put up a prediction for Sam? Make sure y'all are voting in the prediction. That's the best way to collect channel points for the tomorrow's badge quest with the girly pop twist, meaning that we are going to be voting. Tomorrow we're actually going for, before I continue the battle, tomorrow we're actually going to be going for whatever the pseudo legend in Paldea is. What is that thing called? The little ice dragon thing? I don't remember. It looks like a bean. Arctibax? Frigibax? I don't know. Alright. We're also going to be battling Grusha tomorrow. Angelique is paralyzed. And yet Poison Jab still lands. Atlas flinched and couldn't move. Harry Banu, the Snow Frolicker. Protect. Foul play. Gaggy. Did we already send emotes in the chat for Sam? Honestly, do it again. Do it again. And again. And again. Alright, well. Sam got me on the rope, y'all. Let me get up. Recover. Oh no. Well. Now it's just me and you. Or is it? No, he has one more Pokemon. Bitch, I'm screaming. Help. Protect. My move is pointless. Another foul play. And no try attack. It hit lands. I'm sick. Population bomb. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. 4 times. Oh my god. Well, let's hear it for Sam. The first winner of today's competition. Meaning that Sam is the first person eligible for the actual PP Pokemon Trophy. GG Sam. Wow. The next person up is Emerald. Emerald, I will be DMing you with the information, and then I will be letting you know when I am searching after I read your little write-up about your team and play your music. Here you go. GG Sam. Here is Emerald's team. Princess Flilling, the Espathra, disillusioned with royal life, fled her queendom during a storm, dreaming of a quiet farm away from the corrupt medieval caste system. Collapsing from exhaustion in the rain-born mud, she was saved by a miraculous shiny Mudsdale who led her to a grassland to start fresh. But her crops barely grew. She attracted the wrath of a blank who was casted away from the queendom. Witch Fluttermane, who caused the poor crops in revenge. Okay, so she was casted away, but her crops... Okay. But her crops barely grew. She attracted the wrath of a witch who was casted away from her queendom because she caused poor crops in revenge, and she caused poor crops in revenge. It's something like that. She summoned plant minions from the crops, Peckham, the Arboliva, and Quapsakiduk, to attack. As Flilling and her steed barely held them off, her sapphic crush and loyal guard, Shiny Staraptor, arrived from the skies, fighting to protect her. Flilling ended the battle with the promise of peace and gratitude. The witch lifted her curse, and together they brought the land to life. Flilling and her guard finally living freely in love. Well, shout out to the sapphic of it all, because this is the second time that this has happened. Get into it. Okay. So I'm going to start searching now. I already sent you the code. We're searching for a double battle. And I'm stopping this music so that we can start the next music, which is your music. Let me make sure that this is ready. Okay, it's ready. Okay, it looks like we found each other. Is this you, Emerald? Okay. Let's see if I can get this music to play. Can y'all even hear that? You actually can't. Okay, remember, this is a 4v4 double battle. All right. All right, let's get into it. Brave Bird off the bat. Oh. Girl, what's going on this day? Well. Charm's nice. It means spoon? Help. Okay. Angelique's face card goes crazy. I will say that Iron Valiant is actually one of my favorites of the Paradox Pokemon. Personally. Also, if you're going to be watching the VOD back, just keep in mind, a lot of the music that we're actually playing, some of it's going to be on the VOD and some of it's not. I'm actually just gonna let this play, TBH. Okay. It depends on the source. So, like, if it's playing from Discord, I think you're gonna be hearing it. If it's playing from, Spotify, you're not. I don't know exactly how it's gonna all play out when I actually try to post this VOD anyway. That's why you have to show up to these events, low-key. And thank you for showing up. Can we see some emotes in the chat for Emerald? More protect. Protect seems to be the move of the day. So we're seeing a lot of protecting and we're seeing a lot of focus sag. GG. Okay, so I'm gonna actually turn this music off now. I'm gonna say no to that. The next person up, I did not tell you, but it's Mars. This is the last person. Mars Bars is the next person up. So while we are actually looking at this page, I will close this. I will open this. Skip. All right, and here is Mars Bars' team. Okay, Mars, I'm going to be sending you I'm going to be sending you the code for your battle. And I'm going to check this music and make sure it plays. I'm going to search for you after I read this off, so just give me a moment if you will. Okay, so here's Mars Bars' team. One day, the prince and princess of the kingdom of Clofia were out on a stroll. Princess Margot, the Unovan Lilligant, and Prince Lashian, the Vileplume, went out on a stroll with their royal servant Lunar, the Meowstick, but not without being accompanied by their royal guard, Medela, the Tinkaton, and Miss Medell, the Hatterene, their mentor, royal advisor. But the stroll took a turn when the group took a wrong turn going deeper into the forest. Hours pass and they are completely... But what is that? As they lose hope, the prince spots Garouche, the Spectrier, a supposedly evil spirit of the forest, as told by the tall tales around the kingdom as the group spots it. Medela gets ready to fight and protect the royal children, but as she does, Garouche creates a smoke and sends them out of the forest to tell the tale of how they saw Garouche. Now, with that being said, for Mars Bars' team, there's already been a conversation about the legendary Pokemon on the proposed team, and it should be replaced with a Ceruledge if either of those Pokemon are even used in the battle. Therefore, as long as it is not on the team that I'm actually competing with at this very moment, or battling against because I'm not actually competing, then it'll still be a fair play. If there is a Spectrier on the team, then this battle will be null and void. With that being said, I am ready to search for you whenever you are ready to search for me, Mars Bars. Searching. This is the final battle. After this, I will give y'all another 3 minutes to vote on the last three. Make sure that you make an informed vote because this does determine who wins this competition. Not necessarily, but it does determine something. It doesn't necessarily determine who wins. That's going to be calculated after the fact. I did not realize the word loss got kicked out from the story. It is what it is. I mean, I think people got the main message. Whew. It's a normal battle. Normal rules. Everything is set to 50. And that is correct, since right now, as of this moment, even if Sam didn't win, Sam would be, if nobody else had beat me, if nobody today beat me in my team, Sam would still hold the trophy. But now, as of now, Sam is the only person eligible to hold the trophy from today's competition, regardless on whether or not Sam won that last battle. Because Sam is the only person who actually defeated me, and that is part of the criteria of winning the trophy. However, that does not mean that that is how you win the fan favorite vote. So Mars can still try to beat Sam for the crown right now, though? No. There's no competing, there's no battling between the competitors. They're battling me in this moment. in the next VGC, whenever I plan it, because I am not announcing what that theme is, and it has not been planned. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to play your music. In the next VGC, I'm gonna change the rules up a little bit, I think. Let's see some emotes in the chat, though, for Mars Bars. Wait, we just did a double trick room. Gaggy. Me when I trick the room that is tricked, exactly. Me right now when I trick the room that is already tricked. Even though the trick room would have benefited my Pokemon because Mars's Pokemon went first. Well, it is what it is. So Terra Blast only works if the Pokemon's terastallized. Okay, I actually did not know that. I had never researched it. So my move for this Cerulege is pointless. Miss Madell. Okay. Thank you for the follow. Hello, Silver Moon. We hit 410. A good use of Bitter Blade. Another Protect. Everybody's using Protect today. Everybody's using Protect today. Honestly, maybe I'll need it, low-key. All right. Girl, if Cerulege goes down, I'm done for. Well. We're gonna have to make that happen first, huh? Mars has some good staying power, it seems like. More protect, even if it's useless here. Because I'm getting rid of that one first. And now you can't protect yourself because we're both going to be directing our attacks. Both of my Pokemon are going to be directing my attacks at you. Don't pull any punches, Mars, if you have anything. And that is the battle. GG. Thank you so much for competing. Oh, I love this picture too. It's so cute. With the what is that thing called? Primarina. That was so cute. And that's all the battles for today. So, what now? Now we are going to be having our second poll. It's going to be another 3-minute poll, and then the last one I'll do a 2-minute poll, just for y'all, because somebody was complaining. New poll. 3 minutes. Who was your favorite out of the last 3 battles? And I will show them to you now. First up, we have Sam's team, the fairy tale with the blank page and the white threads of the cosmic fantasy. That's what I'm going to call it. So we have 5 a.m. After that, we have Emerald's team. Which is the story about Princess Filling, the one with the Espathra. And after that, we have Mars's team, the story about Princess Margot the Lilligant and Prince Latian the Vileplume. Mars bars. We're starting that poll now, and as y'all are taking that poll out of the way, I'm going to play a little bit more music. For your nerves. And then I'll show the poll. Choose wisely. And then we will move on from there. Make sure to vote. Also, if y'all have not finished those predictions, now is the time. And then after that, we're gonna do a quick little poll talking about both of the winners of the first 2 polls. While we're doing that, I'm going to be putting in the numbers for the score sheets before I show them to you, and then we're going to finish that. Okay. Ooh, ooh. Gotta get that. Ooh, ooh. Hey, than I've ever been. So let him keep on talking. That's right. And that's the poll, with Sam being the winner of the poll, meaning that Sam also is going to be receiving 5 out of 5 points. For this poll. And that means that it's going to be Sam versus Damsel for the favorite. Emerald is tied with Mars, which means that they are both going to get 2 out of 3. And 2 out of 3 out of 5, if I'm correct, is 3.75. Wait, that's not 2 out of... yeah, that's 2 out of 3, right. Which is like 3.3. Honestly, I'll just give you both 3.4. It's fine. Because it's 3.333 repeating. Okay, so I'm taking this poll out. And we will start a new poll. Who is your fan favorite? Between Sam's team and Damsel. For 2 minutes, and I'm going to allow additional votes for this one. Go crazy. 1 channel point. I don't think y'all should waste your points, but if you do, go crazy. It's your business. There's the poll. Oh, these are some interesting results of the actual scoring. Wait, because there's a tie. Only one person is eligible for the actual trophy, but there is a tie. And it looks like Sam won the fan favorite vote. However, honestly, I put this vote up simply to occupy y'all because Sam cannot have fan favorite when Sam is already going to be winning the trophy. Mind you. So let's see what happens. I just need a few moments to finish out this last tally, and then I can tell you who the winner is. Yeah, that would be crazy, damsel, if y'all were the only ones to vote. Don't forget, though, after this, I will be announcing the theme of the next fashion review for anybody who is interested in that. All right. Okay. Are y'all ready? Let's see some emotes in the chat if you're ready to see the winners and the next theme of the fashion review, because that's what's coming up first. But first, before anything, we're actually going to start the judging, and I'm going to show off everybody's thing. All right, let's get into it. All right, I'm turning the music low, but I'm not turning it off. Okay, let's get into the judging. So, first up, we have Milotic's Queen Milotic's Royal Court. Milotic for the aesthetic received a 4 out of 5 for the aesthetic. I enjoyed a lot of the things that I saw from Milotic's team, although at first glance it was a little bit confusing to me. There was a pretty consistent color palette expressed in the team. I also liked the aspect of the rough on Vaporeon, the regality of Embor's design, and those being chosen, as well as the gold on Grumpig, the shiny Grumpig. I thought it was all really interesting. As far as adherence to the theme, you got a 4.5 for your strategy because you had really good use of the move protect. You set the theme, at least as the production went. You set the theme for how many times somebody was going to use protect. You used it almost every turn, and you had really good staying power because of that. So I gave you a 4.5 out of 5 for your strategy because I was impressed for how long the actual battle went, and also how you tied the use of moves into your theme as well. For your theme and how it exemplifies the actual theme, I thought, it was lacking a little bit of a human component. Not that you had to use human-like Pokemon or that you had to go out of your way to make that the point, but there's a little bit of a balance that happens when it comes to the theme versus and strategy versus your own creativity. And so, striking that balance is really essential to getting high marks in this event. For that, I gave you a 4 out of 5. You received a 2. You received second place, I believe. Girl, is it second place? Yeah. You received a 2 out of 5 for your 2.5 out of 5 for your placement in the polls. I believe you were third place, so you got 2 points because you were sharing third place with another person. You are not eligible to receive the trophy, though, because you did not win the battle, but your final tally is 3.0 out of a total of possible 5. Up next, we have Paradise. For this team, I really did like the aesthetic. The color palette was very, very, very impressive. Because it's hard to select Pokemon where they're all going to be the same colors, and you did that. And I really appreciated that overall. It was lacking a little bit when it came to the human component as well. Like I said, for Milotic, it's the same thing. However, for your strategy, you're still getting a 4.5 out of 5 because I was really impressed by, multiple aspects of your battle. Your Pokemon were very powerful. I think I also gave you a little bit of fluff points simply because our battle disconnected. Beyond all of that, I really did like your theme, although you got a 3.75 for how it exemplifies the theme. I really did like the overall aspect of it feeling kind of like this is like a tribal community, an ancient community, or something like that for you, Paradise. You received 2.5 out of 5 for your placement in the polls, with your total tally being a pretty high 3.05 out of a possible 5. You are not eligible to win the trophy. But good job nonetheless. Please continue to participate. Next up, we have Gigi Fabulous. With Gigi's Pokemon Princess story, Gigi received a 4 out of 5 for the aesthetic. I liked the use of Psychic and Ghost types, and I was curious how they were going to be used in battle, since it was a pretty, it was very, there was not a lot of type coverage when it came to the actual creation of the team. However, the mystical aspect really worked for you when it came to your adherence for the theme. You got a 4.5 out of 5 for your strategy. You have a 4 out of 5 for your adherence for your exemplifying of the theme, because it was a really strong concept and I really appreciated it. It was just not completely there. It was mostly there, but it just wasn't completely there. It was a little bit outside of the box, but that's the thing about striking a good balance. Your placement in the polls, you received a 3.75 out of 5. Damsel is next. Your final tally, Gigi, I'm sorry, is 3.25 out of a possible 5. Damsel is next. Damsel received a 5 out of 5 for me for aesthetic because the team was so coherent. It made complete sense for every Pokemon within the jungle theme. Even the use of Politoed, who evolves using the King's Rock, it made a lot of sense to use a Politoed for the team. Damsel's use of strategy also received a 5 out of 5. Because, Damsel had a really good, strong use of items, and I noticed Damsel's items throughout the entire battle. You really did very well with this battle. I think that you are kind of like, as somebody who's now been doing a lot of VGC battling, it really shows that you are experienced in it, or that you at least are using your resources when it comes to finding out or figuring out what your team needs to have. You got a 3 out of 5 for exemplifying the princess theme, but that's mostly because, if I showed this to anybody, they would all think it was a jungle theme. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about it, is that powerful presentation, but because it was so out of the box, it just didn't really hit the mark for me as far as exemplifying the theme. And like I've been saying, you got to strike a good balance. And I think that your balance was leaning more towards being super creative and making a strong impression than actually being within the bounds of the theme. But I think that's also the thing about not having a list to stick by for a theme. Next time there will be a list. For Damsel's placement in the polls, she won her poll, so she has a 5 out of 5. And her overall score is 3.6 out of a possible 5. After Damsel is Sam. Sam received a 5 out of 5 for aesthetic because it was an all-white team, and it made complete sense. It was very mystical, very magical. I really loved what I saw, and honestly, there's no notes for it for Sam. Sam always sets the tone, you know, and don't get it mistaken. Just because Sam is a moderator for me and Sam helped me, you know, make an example team for the rest of y'all, Sam also was the winner of the last event for a reason. So keep that in mind. And prior to that, the first event that we had, Sam was the fan favorite. Sam did what Sam needed to do. The strategy for me was a little bit lacking. You know, it was interesting, but it was mostly signature moves, and it was mostly things that were within the standard bounds. I was not really shocked by anything. So it was a 4 out of 5 for the strategy, but you did beat me. So, you know what I mean? I got to give it to you somewhere. You know what I mean? Does this exemplify the theme? I think so. There was a lot of fairy type Pokemon. There were a lot of, you know, mystical Pokemon. I think the only Pokemon that really, if it stood out, would have been maybe the Frostmoth, as something that's not whimsical at all. Sam and the placement of the polls won a 5 out of 5 because Sam also won his poll, his individual poll. So Sam received a 3.6 out of a possible 5 as well, which is interesting because that means that Sam and Damsel were tied. And if Damsel had won her battle, she would be eligible as well, and they probably would both receive the trophy. Next up, thank you so much, Sam. Next up, we have Emerald. Emerald's team, how was the aesthetic? 2 out of 5 for me. The overall aesthetic is a bit mundane, and it's not too much to really consider. There was the use of shiny Pokemon, which I thought was interesting. However, this is an aesthetic-based competition, and so seeing Pokemon, like, there's no coherence, there's no cohesion, and it wasn't really making sense even within the story, within the bounds of the story. You lost a lot of marks for that for me. For the strategy, you got a 3 out of 5. It's also the same thing. I wasn't like, you did have a really good staying power for your team, but it was still nothing like that was like super powerful, super anything. So it was a 3 out of 5 for the strategy. For how it exemplifies the theme, I would say a 2 out of 5. You know, this is based on the first glance. I think it was this team for me, beyond all of them being shiny, it's a very standard team for somebody who is playing the game of Scarlet and Violet. And that's not necessarily a good or bad thing, but within the confines of the Pokemon Princess story theme, it's a little bit simple. You know what I mean? But that's not personal. It is what it is. For your placement in the polls, you received a 3.4 out of 5, meaning that your total tally, Emerald, is a 2.08 out of a possible 5. Thank you so much for competing, and I would love to see more from you. But I would like to see a more creative step in the right direction, because there's a lot of creativity being expressed in your concept, Emerald, but not a lot of creativity felt in the concept of the team, like when it comes to actually picking the Pokemon. Now, the last competitor is Mars Bars, who received a 3.5 out of 5 for aesthetic. I would have loved to see a redo of this team composition, or at least a presentation of it after we had a discussion about the legendary Pokemon being used. But I really thought the color palette was interesting for sure. There are a lot of whimsical components, so you did get points for that. For your strategy, you got a 3.5 out of 5 because it was a really interesting strategy. You know, there was a lot of power. You had a lot of staying power. You probably, you know, impressed me the most with how, like, your Pokemon survived against my team, especially considering that my team beat everyone except for Sam. I didn't expect that to happen personally. And then for you to come in, you know, and I've never battled you before, you didn't even know necessarily what to expect. And to have that much staying power, I think that was, you know, really good. But beyond that, I wanted to see something that really wowed me, and I don't think I did. So you got a 3.5. As far as the exemplifying the theme, you also received a 3.5 out of that because your concept made sense for me, but it was, I felt like the Meowstic was a little bit of an odd choice. For a theme like this, flowers and fairies and tinkers, like something like Tikantan, and things like the witches and the knights of it all makes sense. But how does Meowstic fit into this? I was curious. It made sense, but it was a 3.5 out of 5 for me. And you received a 3.4 out of a possible 5 for your placement in the polls, meaning that your overall score is a 2.78 out of a possible 5. Thank you so much, Mars, for competing. Now, before we move on to the winners and the fan favorite of it all, we're actually going to talk about because the next theme is yet to be revealed. I have not planned the next event. I will be letting you know when I do plan the next event, and you will be receiving information about it. I have already been considering the theme, but I haven't planned out the event just because I think we need a little bit of breathing room between all of these crazy events that happen. So we will be talking about the next theme for the Pretty Pink in-game fashion review. Are y'all ready for that? Let's see some emotes in the chat about this in-game fashion review theme. Are y'all ready? I've been working real hard on that the last week. So, the theme for the next... Get into it. The theme for the next Pretty Pink in-game fashion review is... Summer Lookbook. I'll say it again. The theme is Summer Lookbook. Utilize your Pretty Pink sense of style to pull together a fashion look as if you were setting or sharing the next big summer fashion trend. Now, with that being said, the event is on Thursday, July 31st, 2025, and the special guest judge is going to be Sweetie Sunay, who many of you know and who is also in the chat. So, there you go. It's a very simple theme. You know, it's very casual compared to some of these other themes, but I want to see the challenge because so many people bring so much to the concept of the themes. I want to see somebody do something that's not a floor-length ball gown in Infinity Nikki, or, you know, a pretty princess with a giant crown in Dress to Impress. Now, there is also a secondary theme for the fashion review, and that is... Cool for the summer. For this theme, I would like to see you give... I wrote this down somewhere. I don't have it. It's a winter theme. It's a winter and summer theme. There is no write-up for it, but you get the impression by looking at the actual flyer of it all. After you submit for the summer lookbook theme, you will then be allowed to submit a secondary free play look, as always, but you can also submit for another look for the cool for the summer theme. This means that you can submit up to 3 looks, but you must follow the separate theme for 2 of them, regardless of other factors, and there will be no mixing of the themes for this upcoming event. These Frosty Fashion submissions can be from Infinity Nikki or Roblox Dress to Impress. If it goes well, future events might also have more secondary themes. This is the second time that we're going to be doing a secondary theme. I expect nothing but the best from you all. After that, though, let's talk about the fan favorite of it all. So, there was an obvious poll, and I kind of spoiled it for you, but the fan favorite, based on the polls from today's stream, is... Damsel. Let's hear it for Damsel in the chat. She is the fan favorite of today, partially because she won the fan favorite of polls. She also had the highest score along with Sam. They tied. However, Sam is not eligible to be a fan favorite for today's event. And part of that is because the winner of the Pretty Pink Pokemon trophy for today's event is... Sorry, that was supposed to be a drum roll. Sam! Sam was the only person eligible to win this event because Sam was the only person who actually beat me in a battle. Let's hear it for Sam once again. The first two-time trophy winner. Out of the 3 events that we have had, Sam has won now 2 times. And that's it. That's the whole event. Are y'all excited for the fashion review? What's tea? Honestly, I had a good time and I enjoyed every battle. There was something in every battle that was enjoyable to me. I am excited for the next fashion review and I'm excited to plan the next event. I have no hints for you. There's no secrets about it. I would love submissions for the fashion review will be opening on Monday. I am not going to be sharing any information about this fashion review outside of this stream until Monday. So there you go. I'm glad that y'all are all enjoying it. Thank you so much, and I thank you so much for all the competitors and for everybody who showed up today. I really am appreciative of it all. Let's see if there's somebody to raid for today, since there are so many of us in here right now. Because we have what, 20 people? Let's raid Comet. Comet is playing Mario Kart. So that's it. I'll be leaking the info in the fashion review for a $50 a hint. Bye. Get into it, Sunny. So we're gonna be raiding Comet. Can one of my moderators please put the raid message in the chat? Comet's a good friend of mine. And right now Comet is playing Mario Kart World. I will see y'all all tomorrow for more badge quests, and I will likely be in the Discord doing whatever the hell I do in that Discord server. Until then, make sure you check out my socials and my Discord. Thank you so much to all of my moderators as well as everybody else who is here. I will see y'all real soon. Bye.